There's one, like a snapshot in my head of our first big clinic when we were down there. Like the first days, you know, we were organizing medicine with a bunch of med students, and like months before we had been like working like dogs to get all this medicine, these doctors down there, and we had all our medicine in like suitcases and all these things, and a bus dropped us off on the side of a road that kind of led into a village that we were going to go hold a clinic in. And we're like lugging these suitcases up this hill, and we're kind of just like hoping it's going to be a good clinic, you know, not really knowing what to expect. And we get to the top of this hill, and you look down into this village, and there was just hundreds of people like lining the streets, waiting for it to start. Like we had, you know, some people to tell them, hey, we're gonna have this clinic, like please, like tell people to be ready to accept us. And people were lined up, and we're like, oh, where's our clinic gonna be? And you look, these lines all led to this tiny grouping of buildings, and it was amazing, like walking through this crowd with this medicine that they like needed, because they're like 6 hours outside of any hospital, and most of them can't afford the hospital anyways. There was this one mother who was really young. There was a lot of really, really young mothers there, like 13 years old, 14 years old, and there was one who was, I think she was like 15, and she was she had like a newborn, and she almost like didn't even know how to hold it. Many mothers who brought in like their whole host of kids with like fungal infections and all kinds of things, and speaking with the mothers on how to like help their children was so amazing, because it, like it's a huge priority for them. And the houses were like dirt floors, cinder block walls, and like sheet metal roofs, and like that was it. And the kids would be playing with like farm equipment in the streets, and there was just really nothing. Like they did, you know, small farming was sort of how they made their living, or like survived, and it was extremely hardworking. And it's incredible how like humble they were, and they weren't complaining. They were just the attitude of the people there was so different from here. That's the biggest like culture shock.